Okay, we'll get straight into it. So next up, we have the Poetry Slam. So I hope you've all prepared your poems and feeling ready and confident. Put your hands up when Yomi says to come up and perform. Now, this is a really great opportunity for you to share your work with other people. So let me tell you a bit about my friend Yomi. Woo! No. He won't let me read his bio, but I'm going to do it by force. No! He's an award-winning Nigerian British... You can come stand right in the middle if you want.
No, I'm not standing nowhere.
Nigerian British writer. He grew up around music and was once longlisted as one of MTV's brand new artists. Woo!
Why? You all this stuff for?
Yomi has been performing for the past 12 years. He balances the fine line between both Nigerian and British cultures, which can be at times humorous, loving, self-reflective, and uncomfortable.
Sophia, that's enough.
His recent book...
That's enough.
Mannerisms.
Behave yourself, that's enough. Hi,
Okay,
people, how are you?
Can we at least...
Make some
Say
noise for
this
Sophia
bit,
one
say this.
time, please. Make some big noise for Sophia one time. Yeah, Sophia.
He's been shortlisted for the T.S. Eliot Prize.
Oh my God. What's happening? You all right? You okay? Are you sure about it? You know, just had lunch. What's happening? You sure? Yeah? You look good? You good? Yeah, boy, our voice is deep, bro. Oh my gosh. Do me a favor, turn to someone that you probably do know, don't know, just say, what's happening? And then give him a high five. Just be like, hey, what's going on? Cool. Sick. Yeah? Listen, it needs to be the type of high five that you feel the sting after. That's when you know it's a quality high, like. And then, do you know what it is? You know, it needs to be, wait, relax. It needs to be the kind of like, what's happening? Like your tone just kind of just goes up. So can we just kind of practice after 3? Like, what's happening? Do you know what I mean? Can we do that? Wait. Relax. So turn to someone, look, and you kind of be like, what's happening? Do you know, wait. Oh my God. Why? Just wait till the countdown, innit? All right, 1, 2. Pick the person you're going to say it to. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, what's happening? When you got to say it. Academic and all. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so what's happening? How are you doing? Now we're going to give a round of applause like we just had the best lunch ever and we just won an award. Go for it now. Go. Nice. Wicked. All right, cool. When I give you a 1, we're going to do 1 single clap. We're going to do 2. If I say 2, we're going to go whoop, whoop. Is that all right? This is all about rhythm, people. If I say 1 and I get a psh, 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 there's no rhythm there. It needs to be like a succinct 1. What's it get? 1. Woo. 1. 2. What are you doing? 1 is a clap, single clap. 2 is like a whoop whoop. Yeah, like a what's happening, but you do it the same thing. Like, yeah, I ain't got much time to waste. I got a whole hour and 55 minutes. 1. Oh. 1. 2. Oh. 2. Oh. 1. Oh. Wicked. My name is Yomi. 1. You thought about it. It's an absolute honor to be here. Last year I was here, I done a keynote. I was very, very nervous. Make some noise for anyone time, please, doing the keynote this year. Did you do the keynote? Make some noise one time for the keynote. I'm not looking at you, so you feel like I've done the keynote? No, it's not you. Right. So, I'm here, I'm not reading no poems today, but I'm introducing poets, and there are some poets in the audience as well that are going to be sharing some work today. Can we make some noise for them, please? And I'm very excited because last year I done a keynote, done a sharing, and it was so cool to get people. I didn't think there was going to be anyone who's going to come up to be like, can I share a poem? But now we're fully booked, so this is awesome. So I'm going to introduce friends, poets, and I'm going to introduce some new poets that I have not heard, and you all are going to hear, and you're all going to make some noise for. Is that all right? Is that okay? Yeah. The same energy that you had post-lunch, I want all the energy one time here. Make some noise for Sophia as well. Like, Sophia's just all the way, just like... Cool. So, don't have time. Priyanka's here, Jayda's here, Breis is here, and I cannot wait for you to hear their work. And we have some more posts to introduce you to. And make some noise for our BSL interpreters as well. So, without wasting any time, I want some big noise for our first poet introducing to you this afternoon. Make some noise for Priyanka one time, please! Big noise! Big. Right. Don't just stop there. You got to keep it going. Well, like, this is how we just do it.
Yeah, come on, guys. I know I'm not Yomi, but, like, we can keep it going. Let's keep it going. Give it. Thank you very much for that lovely introduction. My name is Priyanka. I'm going to be doing some poems for you guys today. And the first poem that I'm going to do, I'm going to start off by embarrassing myself. And if I tell you the title, you'll know why. It's called First Kiss Story. And it goes like this. Here, in this local park, with the unforgettable stench of cigarette smoke and under-boob sweat, is where you will almost have your first kiss. Twice, well, thrice. With 2 different boys and 1 girl. With the high body count and private location, though, you are unsure if this is more murder mystery than first kiss story, though. Although, something did die there. Because 3 times you returned home with dry lips and wet eyes. Your face didn't belong to you anymore. Each room was an abandoned, haunted house. Each empty room places they could have kissed but didn't. A warm hand brushing against a cold cheek. Fingers sweeping the hair out of your eyes like curtains drawn back to reveal the morning sunlight, except there was no sunrise. The sky stayed dark and cold. Your hair still stank of smoke. You will have your first kiss 5 years later, though. Those boys and that girl will be ghosts crawling and living inside you, and when this boy leans in, you will feel them scratching up the corridor of your throat, and you will vomit them out in apologies. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. I've never done this before. I don't know what to do. And clink, your teeth will cheers together. And shaky, nervous bodies will erupt into laughter, into daylight. Congratulations, your lips have finally been doused with someone else's saliva. And that was all you needed to wash those ghosts away. Thank you. This is how you know that I'm like a proper Gen Z poet, because I have the poems on my phone. So, if anyone ever tries to tell you that writing poetry on your phone is not acceptable, not true. So, the next poem I'm going to do, I feel like the title is also pretty self-explanatory. Also, I want to keep the vibes going. If you feel like you want to laugh, laugh, man. Even if it's at the wrong time, that's fine, I won't take offense. This poem is called Ways I'm More Like an Indian Auntie Than I Had Once Thought, and it goes like this. On a warm summer's morning, in the early hours, my friend turns to me and says, "Dude, you're really giving Indian auntie vibes today." Now, naturally, I was worried because, listen, my friend is not affiliated with Indian culture, okay? So this can mean one of 2 things. 1, she's not affiliated with Indian culture, so I can dust it off. It doesn't matter. I don't have to listen to her. But also, 2, because she's not affiliated with Indian culture, maybe she's got that like impartial viewpoint, you know, that third-person perspective. So maybe I should actually listen to her. But when I looked down, I realized maybe I am more like an Indian auntie than I'd once thought. Because my shoes have their own mouth. Tell the world I do not give an F about proper footwear. House slippers are just as good outside the house as in it. My earrings have their own body, weighing my ears down so far that the next day I'm in pain. But, like any good auntie, I remind myself, beauty is pain. And it is painful that I am this beautiful. My voice has its own stature. Despite my small body, it is not difficult to place me in a crowd. And I can picture the shouts of my aunties before I can picture their faces. My tongue has its own body, slicing the English air with its Hindi. Arey wo kya kar rahe hain wahan? Only Hindi can bend itself to accommodate the lack of F's aunties give. And on the mornings just like that one, bright and early, with the smell of incense inviting me into the mandir, my tongue makes its body light for heavy Sanskrit prayers that I know have unburdened the hearts of so many aunties for generations before me. And it is then, too, in that moment, that I realize maybe I am more like an Indian auntie than I'd once thought. Thank you. So the final poem that I'm going to be doing is called Women. And as you might expect, it is about sort of female identity, but I feel like female identity can mean so many things, and femininity can mean so many things, and that's the energy that I injected into this poem. And it goes like this. You, woman, a sun, rising each day to set each night, even though you know the pain of doing both. You, woman, a sea, spreading yourself across continents simultaneously, and sometimes even into those dark caves where no one else will go. And yes, sometimes you are tsunami, sometimes you are whirlpool. Good. Some people deserve to be drowned. I hope you wash them away. And you, woman, a soil, built from the mud laid before you, growing things anew. It's a slow process, okay? You're still sprouting, so don't let anyone walk over you. And you, women, are women. Not a natural wonder or an unnatural disaster. Not divine, nor domestic, not anything you don't want to be, just women. Thank you.
Good. One more time for Priyanka, please. Awesome. Right, how are we? We good? Are we okay? Can I get two? Two? All right, let's invite some folks to the stage. No, well, I'm going to invite you, but if you don't mind sitting on this kind of top row here, please. So listen up for your names on time. As I call out the names, please start to big them up. So, Ajishnu, Paula, Salma, Kaylin. Make some noise for them, please. Make their way here. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Boop, 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 boop. This is awesome. All right. That's it. All right, make some noise for our first poet. Ajishnu, make some noise for him, please. Ooh. My guy, come, budge now, center stage. Ah. One more time, please.
The poem I have decided to share today is called The Dangers of Littering. A plastic bag thrown in the wind, chocolate wrappers that never reach the bin, all lost, thrown, and never thought of later, get mixed in the rain and flow off in the water, clogging, blocking, and suffocating drains. If only people had a little bit of brain. Scenery ruined and everywhere stinking, rivers carrying our waste out to sea in a blinking. Poor old fish eat the plastic and suffocate, only to be eaten by bigger fish that panic. So the toxins travel up the food chain and to kill people, young and old, who die in vain. If only so much litter hadn't carelessly been thrown, then no one would have had to face the seeds they had sown. So I pray thee not to litter, to keep things from getting so bitter. Thank you.
Make some noise one more time. All right, keep that energy going for Paula. Make some noise for Paula, please.
Hello, my name is Paula Wnieszek. I'm doing a poem called A Place Where I Belong. It's for these mixed people out there who doesn't know where they belong or what race they are. In a world that tries to categorize and divide, we mixed people often feel misplaced. Lost in the tide, we carry the weight of not belonging anywhere, searching for escape where we are seen and cared. The questions linger, where do I belong? The society that struggles to compare and admit that identity is fluid, a beautiful blend, yet discrimination and bias we must contend. My passport is British and Filipino. Does that mean I'm both? No. I belong and confined in a single land or race, or can it be found in the richness of our embrace? Of diverse cultures and traditions we possess, a tapestry woven uniqueness and fitness. My looks is Filipino, my accent is English, my name is English, but my surname is Polish. Does it mean I'm old? No. Thank you.
Thank you. One more time for Paula, please. It's all right. It's all right. Listen, I'm as Nigerian gets. My plate is still jollofed up. I'm a very happy guy. That's just how we live. Kaylin, you ready? Make some noise for Kaylin one time, please. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Big energy, big energy. Right. You lot are too Wimbledon for me right now, you know. You can still clap until people walk up to this stage. One more time for Kaylin, please.
Hi, I'm Kaylin, and as a little bit of context, I moved here from South Africa about 3 years ago now, and this is called I Am Half a Person. I am half a person, an amalgamation of two hemispheres. Sometimes I am whole, but sometimes I feel my culture fade, distilling water with British squash, a gap for a pearly white tooth, a dip in the dirt covered by gravel. The words of my parents inflate in my mouth and come out warped and haggard. When I go back, they judge my new accent and scorn all I did to fit in. Mechis or midgies, chips or crisps, apartheid, directly translated, apartness, half an identity. Thank you.
Thank you. One more time for Kaylin, please. You ready? Yeah. I said to the next poet, are you ready? She's like, me? I'm like, yeah. What's going on? Make some noise. Big noise for Salma, please. Thank you for the energy. Can I get some whoops as well? Some whoop whoops. Give me some twos. All right. There we go.
This is not a story. It is not a song. It will not rhyme, and it may not have a rhythm, but it hits close to the heart. So if I cry, and I might, sorry in advance. It is not about me. It is about skin, body, history. It is about colour, whatever colour decides to be. Primary, secondary, tertiary. I am not primary, red, yellow, blue. I am not primary, and usually neither are you. But you might be, so have fun being primary. I'm not secondary, and I'm not sure if I'm tertiary. Frankly, I don't know much, about colours at least. I know enough about history, enough to get me by. I know that my ancestors were colonisers, that my ancestors were colonised. I don't need history to tell me that this is not okay. Life here is getting better, but not everywhere, not every day. I am taught about equality, then I hear about murder. I hear about danger, injustice. I don't hear it from the people. I don't hear it from the news. I hear it when I look for it, when I see it, when I ask. I don't need research to tell me that this is not okay. I don't need the news to tell me that the world isn't safe. Safety isn't guaranteed, but why? What made this need to fight, to decline? I don't need the world to tell me that it needs to change.
Thank you very much. Awesome. Make some noise for Salma. Make some noise for our four poets, Adishinu, Paula, Kaylin, and Salma. Big round of applause for all of them, please. We're going to have some more. We're going to have some more for you. Are you lot all right? You lot good? So earlier, Priyanka mentioned, don't be so stush to your body. If it's calling out, if you feel like you heard a line and you like it, you just be like, yeah, I really like that line. Some folks click. Just click. Some folks click. This is a signal to the poet that you're letting them know exactly that we connect, we hear you, we feel you, right? Some folks, imagine if you just ate some food and you're like, you know what? Yeah, that was a banger. I mean, that food there done what it needed to do. Make the noise if you eat some good food. What's the noise? What's the noise? Breis put the shoulder in it. Everything is like Sound like gigs for me. Like, All right. I didn't hear that enough. If it makes noise, if you eat some food, what noise do you make? What sound? Okay. Oh gosh. Let the poet know. Let the poet know if you feel them. Let the poet know if you hear the words, you connect to the words. That's the sound. You click, you make some noise. You can go, yeah, what? Just don't scare the poet. They could be in their flow. They're reading the poems, and out of nowhere, you're like, ah! And be like, whoa, throw me mad, of course. I'm introducing the next poet, Jayda. I had the pleasure of meeting Jayda many moons ago, and was like absolutely amazed by the work then and still amazed the work now. Represents a community of poets and a project, an organization called Poetic Unity. And it's a pleasure to have Jayda grace you with some of the magic that Jayda does. Do you know what I mean? So make some big noise for Jayda. One time.
So my name is Jayda David, glitch in the system, Neo in the matrix, night ticks and screw faces. I haven't been many things, only right and wrong, and both have taught me all I need to know, at least about myself, at least about love, at least about honesty. Jayda David, in a world full of only controversy or accord, I choose balance. I choose passive-aggressive, or I choose loving malice. I am not Alice, but I am who she looks at through the looking glass, right before I break it. Because life isn't all things to everyone, just some things to some people. For me, it's night ticks and screw faces, it's concrete pavements, it's everything I put in and none of what I get back. In fact, it's probably even less than that on the balance of balancing. Love without the romancing, depression without the sessions of suicide. For me, the glass is both half empty and half full, and the brim of the water creates this perfect line, of course halfway, never on a tangent that will force me to pick sides, and if it ever comes to it, I will pick mine. Like choosing the lightness over the dark because it creates a stage for things to shine, or choosing the darkness instead because shadows can be friends. My favorite time of the day is like half an hour before sunset, and you can't tell whether it's day or night. Both the moon and the sun have equal power to light the sky, but honestly, I don't really mind. As long as you can still see my night ticks and screw faces, as long as you can still see Jayda David. Thank you. Thank you, guys. As much as it seems like I'm a very confident person standing up here, I'm not. So I'm not going to talk too much, and I'm just going to fly through these poems for you. This one is called Where Are You From? Grains of concrete buried under the scars on my knees. This city becomes us through love and pain, and yet we find beauty in it all. Cultures have shifted. The path for most of us is far from smooth. And yes, the poorest roads have the cracks in the pavement, but we just see it as more space to grow dreams. Things are just as they seem, which is a great canvas for things to turn into more. Front doors become base points for block parties. Walls and trains make way for artistic flair. Stairs are a skater's playground. A date is free wings and chips. A trust fall is holding food and bits. Romantic drives on a 150cc. Most times the city doesn't see me, only I see free. We recite our rights to the police, taught how to resist before we're taught how to pay taxes. There's a hierarchy here that the upper classes want us to abide by but pretend it don't exist. Tinted windows and you think that we don't see you, but we see you. Where the hipsters want to be you and bite your style like it's street food, creasing their Air Force Ones, Depop wardrobe runs, but these are just the clothes we wore because it's all our mums could afford. Now Air Forces are triple the price. Welcome to London, where everything is triple the price and halves in quality. Bus times like honesty, so it's where waiting and impatient play ringer, ringer, Rosie till one of them falls down and victors. Where if you come out of Oxford Circus Station, you can hear preaching of all three scriptures. There are no winners here, only players of games, like looking at the phone of the person sitting next to you on the train without getting caught. Because this little place is a fickle place. And for some of us, it turns hostile. I guess home is where the hate is, where the shiny plastic grey is, where nothing is open late is still somehow called a 24-hour city, where pretty buildings are more important than safe ones, where we mourn our day ones before they get their first pay slip, where our government names are replaced with ones that somehow mean more, even if it's just a letter followed by a number. The city that means so much to us that we don't know how to answer the question, where do you come from? We forget that we hate the rent and the transport and the classism when the sky turns an orangey red hue at the point where night and day is, where the rich and the poor live next door to each other but will never neighbour in wealth. And maybe they are just postcodes, but living in London is the only context where I can say that I love the 12. That's because I live in W12 in West London. I love the parts of London that still embrace community, yet to be gentrified into living for the self. Grains of concrete buried in the scars on my knees. They tried to hide the ends because of the shots and the screams and the blocks and the graffiti, but all I see is blood amongst friends, thicker than water in the Thames. They tried to hide the ends because of the grams and the gangs, but police got skanks, so that's gang talk, ain't it? Truth gets bent, and still we grow beyond the confines of the cracks in the pavement, so anything we do here is remarkable. Our faults are laughable because they'll never measure up to society's crimes against us. Again and again, they try to hide the ends, but it justifies the means. Thank you. Cool. I'm gonna do one more poem for you guys, and then a really quick 30-second one. Cool. This one is called Rum and Raisin. It's named after my favorite cake. Yeah. Rum and raisin, children on hostile pavements, confined in impoverished places that now mirror some of London's richest faces. From Brixton to Notting Hill Gate, what's the birthplaces of black resistance? Free riots across the 80s in Brixton. The Mangrove 9 from W10 spent 55 days in trial, which led to the first judicial acknowledgement of racism in the Met. And never forget that Stephen Lawrence ran 120 meters after being stabbed before bleeding to death, wrong or right. No one can deny the impact of the death of Mark Duggan. Riots spawned across the country because the police shot him, and that's way more than 180 ethnic deaths in police custody since 1990. And if you didn't hear me, I said that's way more than 180 ethnic deaths in police custody since 1990. Let's watch the racism transgress. Arsenal's top goal scorer, Ian Wright, played at England for 10 years but only appeared 33 times now. I can sit there and wait for you to do the maths, but I can tell you that he definitely would have played more if he was white. And has any other MP ever seen as much racist, sexist harassment than Diane Abbott, the first black woman MP, who is criticised more for fumbling figures than other MPs that have used the word? But what did the government care about black emotions? SS Windrush brought 492 Caribbean people across the ocean, the first group of post-war Caribbean immigrants, to help rebuild a country that decades later would say they can no longer live in. But what did the government care about black faces when we've seen the people of the Windrush generation wrongly deported in at least 83 cases? Did the heat of the melting pot boil down to this moment? They tell us to go back to where we came from, those Caribbean and African places, and only let us be British when we're Dina Asher-Smith winning races or Grammy-nominated like Joan Armour trading, an accomplished writer, black British Benjamin Zephaniah, or a Frank Bruno fighting boxers top rated. Being Black British is an oxymoron of love and frustration, and being Black British and famous is a constant battle between hate and admiration, because you'll be accepted as a Briton but never let your Blackness be a part of your celebration. But as soon as you take a loss, your Blackness will be at the forefront of your condemnation. So forget it. Let's have one more rum to raise in another Black British generation confined in impoverished places that still manage to become some of Britain's most popular faces. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So the last poem that I'm gonna do before I run off the stage and hide is a poem called Sunset in the Hood. I wrote this on a day where the sun set in the hood and I was with my friends and we was filming a short film, and everything that happened inspired this poem. Sunset in the hood, sun at golden hour, golden girls with power, boys with golden boots. Sunset in the hood, cast a golden glow onto the graves of our truths, climbing over gates, chilling up on roofs, police cautions warning us not to have fun in our youth, cars with flashing lights giving us the blues. Happiness is not something promised to us hood kids, but rather something we acquire. And joy is reserved for the rich and the good kids. We find it by scraping our legs on the concrete when we slide next to tires, retrieving footballs from under cars, goals scored and crossbars. And if you look closely, you may see a spit of happiness dancing between our lips when the speaker's loud and we spit bars, or taking pictures next to Sitwicks like the superstars, even if it all ends after sunset. Limits shorter than the sky, so we get high until we're free to smile and laugh. Boundaries of love mapped out into postcodes, breathing in exhaust fumes and cigarettes as if they're vital components to our breath. The big bad wolf blows down the bricks to our blocks, but we'll love the ends until there's nothing left. We'll love the ends until there's nothing left, because everything's all good when the sun sets in the hoods. Thank you very much, guys.
Make some noise for Jayda one time, please. It was dope. I heard some people clicking. I heard some whoops. I heard stuff in the back. That's what it does, people. That's what poetry does. It just gets in your system like that. You're like, oh, where'd you come from? And poetry's like, you didn't see me coming. There I go. And that's the deal. How are you? We good? Are we all right? Yeah? One. Wow, I have to point you out right there. Everyone clapped and then you just went like this. One, you didn't clap at all. Two, what is going on? Come on, don't upset me out here. Two, I heard a 3 whoops. So what's going on? Can you please tell them? 2 whoops. How many whoops am I asking for? How many? 1 or 2 whoops? Yeah, exactly, 2. 2. Can we go for 3 whoops if I say 2? 2. What? Check you out. Show-offs. Awesome. All right. Are we ready for our second round of poets that we haven't heard? Are we ready? Yeah? Okay, cool. Listen out for your name. So, Brittany, Evelyn, Raya. Yeah? Make some noise for them one time, please. Come round, make your way here. Oh, you know what you want to go. Oh. Let me introduce you properly. Come. No, I'm going to introduce you properly. Go, off stage. You're doing too much. Oh, look at the nerve. Just the nerves is just like, oh, we're good to go. All right, cool, awesome. So, our next set of poets, not one, but 2 of them. They're a duo. Oh my God, can we get it? Ooh. Wicked, sick. All right, cool. So they decided to split this poem, and I want you to have all the energy, same energy that we're having all through since we started this, as I invite them to the stage. You ready? They're still proper rehearsing. Like, you go here, this is where you go. Do not mess me up, ever, in life. All right, sick. All right, wicked. All right, listen, it's not easy to come on the stage, yeah? There's some pros, there's some kind of like emerging folks. It's never easy to come on the stage. So it really requires your love, really requires your warmth and all of your support. Is that all right? Especially when you're doing something like this, to split a poem. Like, it's not easy. So, make some big noise for Brittany and Evelyn! Yeah. Wait, don't start. Let me get off the stage. And please, why are you backing off from the stage? Come right here. Let them smell your breath. You know what I mean? Play. All right, cool. One more time, please make some noise for them.
So I'm Brittany,
And I'm Evelyn.
and we made a really short poem to describe an unusual feeling, and it's called Unknown.
To tell you the truth, it's hard being you. What's hard, you may ask? That's something you can't see. Everyone has a box that they fit in. So where's my box? What do I do?
I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm going. I'm quite lost, but I can't show it. You gave me a name tag, and you told me how to think. You never told me how to swim. Oh, it's like you set me up to sink. Where was my map? Where was my guide? You gave them a map, so where's mine?
Do I not deserve this? Am I not enough?
What makes you think I'm not worthy of your love?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. This could be like the poetry duo. We've got some stanzas for you. Wicked. One more time, please. It's not easy. All right. How are we? Are we good? You nice? You good? Something like that. Yeah. Ah, you're the one with a deep voice, innit? Are you good? Is that you? I'm good. Wicked. Raya, you ready? Make some big noise for Raya one time, please. Keep it going.
My name is Raya, and this is from a series of poems that I have. It's called The World is My Olympics, but this is just part 1 and 2, which is called He Raced the Earth and All Trends End. Every sketch leaves every trace, maps human footprints, different colors, different race. This poem might turn into rap or might stay the same, with no rhymes. I'm British, but this ain't grime. I want to be a raven. I'm going to fly through dark times. I'm find the good in history, but how is this possible? How of these facts are true? I'm talking about the ones I'm going to tell you. Some of us believe lies. 1913, a man raced the earth, shameful upon him. Eyes burnt into his skin, but his feet kept on running. A lifetime of training just for 10 seconds. Racism lasted for centuries. This poem won't last seconds. I want it to last minutes, hours, days, morals, every lesson you haven't heard. I'm a keep going and going until this is online. I want to see on every site. Not in my sight, I want my voice to be heard. I want to be the every element, every gem. I want to be the Amber, not Amber Heard. Is it true an ostrich is a bird? It doesn't have wings, but birds don't have a voice, but they sing. Not all heroes have powers. Not all heroes have a cape. Not all heroes can save everyone. Chadwick tried to be the best king. Not all heroes fly. They run, they walk, and they stand. They stand in the light. This man stood in the eye of shame, other shame, segregation. Their color was to blame. 4 gold medals, 1936, Jesse Owens, say his name. This isn't the end, this is just the beginning. This is part 2, their story, my story, it is not finished. Segregation still exists. Fast forward 2020, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Black Lives Matter, say their name. I can't breathe, THUG, thug. The hate you give, was it a trend, or are we waiting for the next Black History Month to begin? Fast forward further, 2022, we don't hear their names anymore. I guess it was a trend. Rewind back to the time they died of fame, some purposely beaten, whipped, and burnt with flames. By the ones you call heroes, I repeat, not all heroes have a cape, not a suit or a costume. How many miles are we going? How many protests are we throwing? How many black lives will we drop? That's free medals. We don't earn them. We achieve and avenge them. How many races can we go without stopping? How many races can I run without dropping? How many races do I need to win a medal so I can speak and throw my voice at you so you can listen? None. This race hasn't finished. It's still going. To be continued.
Woo. One time for Raya, please. I love the passion. I love the energy. I love the bravery. I love the voice of just all the poets that we're hearing. And I'm really excited in terms of what you write next. I'm jealous, boy. I ain't releasing no book anytime soon. You lot can go with that. I'm good. Are we good? Are we all right? Yeah. Okay. So before we get to our next and final set of poets that we haven't heard, I would love to introduce you to the one and only Breis. I'm very excited to introduce Breis to you all. Like before I kicked off in this entire poetry stuff, I was looking at the likes of Breis in terms of just, hey, oh God, please tell me, how do I do this? I can't make it work. What do I do? What do I do? How do I do it? And I'm not gonna lie, it's seeing the likes of Breis head to a stage, engage people, and the way that he does that allows me to do what I am doing today. And I'm sure, what I want you lot to do, I just want you to vibe as Breis comes to the stage and just enjoy just everything. Is that all right? Yeah. Is that all right? Yeah. It's really important. It's really, really important how we champion our poets, how we champion our writers, our rappers, and stuff like that. So, can I get one, please? You had to think about it. Can I get two? Awesome. Big energy, big noise. We're on the Breis. Yeah.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. How you all doing? I don't believe you. How you doing? All right, that's better. Make some noise for all the poets that have stepped on the stage today. Absolutely amazing, beautiful. So my name is Breis, spelled B-R-E-I-S. It stands for Brilliant Rappers Educate Intelligent Students, or Brother Reaching Each Inner Soul, or Banana Rice Exists in Somalia, and so on and so forth. I'm going to do a few pieces for you, some with music and some a cappella. This first piece is called Only Human. I wasn't raised with a silver spoon, it was more like a wooden one. Enough beatings on my bum considered really troublesome. But I was just a bubblegum, young, glum, troubled one, trying to be a child in the hood of adulthood. I'd study for days to get A's, be pleased to see B's, found music, found enough CDs. If these teachers can't teach, I can't learn. In turn, I burn the midnight oil and I let the candle burn. But now the roof is on. Stepdaddy's gonna kill me like a hitman for hire. Picture mommy screaming 10 seconds after dreaming, the flames on my hair leaving smoke on the ceiling. Rescue my sisters, quench the fire, face the music. When nothing I do is good enough, I fine-tune it before I lose it. Like my balance when I'm skiing, you're seeing super MCing from a special human being. It's hard being a human. I'm only human in a cruel man's television show, I'm a Truman. Cool in the gang when I hang up my hang-ups. It's Breis on the banger, hang my anger on the hanger. They can't see the venom in them, but they know it's penicillin. Lyrically healing the world more than penicillin. But when dealing with the mind from where I'm from, it's like a bygone time bomb in Saigon. And ladies want Mr. Right, I'm on the left field. I'm not perfect, but I'm worth it, is how I heard it. And if I have to tell you that I'm a heck of a guy, you must be blind in your ear and deaf in your eye. You see, I did what I didn't want to do when I did it. Didn't do what I should have when I could have, I admit it. But God gave me grace, put a smile on my face. Humans are fragile in this human race. Thank you. I want to try something out with you guys. I want us to do a rap together. So I need you to think of words that end with the sound ow. Good. Let me hear. Nice. Okay, pow, I like that. Remember that one, pow. That's an important one. Chow, nice. Very good. Meow. Oh, meow. I like that. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to say a line, and I'm going to leave out the last word, and I want you guys to fill it in. But we need to be one hip-hop choir. So we're going to say it together at the same time, because timing is important in rap. All right, so are we ready? All right, let's do a little test. Little test. When I say hip, you say hop. Hip. Hip. I can't hear you up there, you know. Hip. All right, that's better. All right, here we go. I knew a young MC with more beef than a itchy finger ready with the brup and blow. Raised on music that raised his eye. Made him say, I wonder I can be a rapper like that, right? He started practicing over that rhythm called pow. Went to a rave in the middle of... Went to a rave in the middle of... Yeah, it was Slough. Yeah, Slough was right. When people see me, I'm gonna make them clashing crews in twos. Then he got into a take man for a joke, man, I'll show them. Bad man dig a hole into you like a plow. He did the evil do and sailed off like a... Not a cow. Not a cow sailing off. Dow. Little did he know that crew made a vow to chow any who treat man like me. He got his wish when everyone said, chow. And the Reverend said, close your eyes and please. Thank you very much. Well done. So, one of the first songs that this was probably like my second song that I ever made. A very important song to me. It was all about identity. It's called Identity. And it was one of the first songs that I wrote where I wanted to show my Nigerian culture in my music. Growing up, I was kind of like a bit shy about my Nigerian culture. I tried to blend in secondary school. And hip-hop or rap was something that made me really proud of my identity. And this is one of the first songs I wrote where I started to rap with Yoruba and English and Pidgin English. So in the third verse, I'm going to be rhyming in Yoruba and Pidgin English. It's called Identity. Do you remember how I spell my name? Very good. All right, cool. All right, so can we do Identity, please? And you can sing along if you remember how I spell my name, yeah? All right, so it goes like this. And you can feel free to dance a little bit as well still, yeah? All right. Hey. It's the B to the R to the E to the I to the S and R. I'm an African disguised as a Westerner. The mic is my girl and I'm checking her. It's the B to the R to the E to the I to the S and R. Breis, make sure you spell my name correctly. Heavenly sent to me, so it was meant to be. I'm already mentally who I'm meant to be eventually. They couldn't see this entity's intensity, immensity, didn't invest in me, but that wasn't my destiny. Don't mess with me. God-given energy to crush my enemy like a centipede, but I'm friendly. At 10 to 3, secret assignments to MC. I'll do it for free, but first pay my rent for me. I'm ebony and everybody's telling me how to be. I won't let it be a dent in me. Let me be me, the best in me is yet to be. Don't need an ID card to show you my identity. In the class of my own, I tend to be essentially a student of life. It's elementary, not me, but a conduit I get to be. The word in me is next to me. Spell my name. It's the B to the R to the E to the I to the S and R. I'm an African disguised as a Westerner. The mic is my girl and I'm checking her. It's the B to the R to the E to the I to the S and R. Make sure you spell my name correctly. This world is full of lies, everybody's in the guise, despise and disguise that spit lies, a bit wise behind my eyes, behind my disguise. I'm a fat guy mistaking MCs for mince pies. Throw your hands in the air, reach for the skies, rise till you realize you are the prize. Don't be surprised when I enter prize. I'm blessed, I'm a blessing in disguise, disguised in the body, soul, spirit, my whole lyric, no limit. So go get it. Why did he did it? Cause flows are good for his health. Bonafide rhymes exist in self. It's the B to the R to the E to the I to the S and R. I'm an African disguised as a Westerner. The mic is my girl and I'm checking her. It's the B to the, I can't hear you. The R to the E to the I to the S and R. Breis, make sure you spell my name correctly. Let me try that one more time with you guys. It's the B to the. It's the B to the. For my life, I thank God. Olua Sheong. When I'm feeling hungry, I'm like Mufe Jeong. MCs or Akara wo. No time for Shakara. I'm blacker than an other in an agada. MCs think they're bada, scatter, scatter, pata, pata. Snakes get sadder when I climb up the ladder. That's why I take the like a bladder. You can call me Didan Dada or Baba Ali Baba. Open sesame seed buns for chicken burgers. Run and tell your mama or your papa I'm a rapper. Hakuna Matata. Everything's Chris, what's the matter? You can't take it and step like butter. Oh, Charlie, he just flows like ballet. Show me you a new style. Please don't jolly. That means don't steal. This is how we keep it real. My people in the place tell me how you feel. It's the B to the what? What? I'm an African disguised as a Westerner. The mic is my girl and I'm checking her. It's the B to the what? Breis. Make sure you spell my name correctly. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You've been wonderful. Thank you.
One more time, please. Come. Let's do that chorus one more time. 3, 2, 1. It's the B to the. Whee! There goes. There goes. You lot all right? One more time for Breis, please. Big noise. All right. We've got 5 minutes. Everybody good? Everyone all right? We've got 5 minutes, so we've got room to get 2 more poets on, which is awesome. So, Malaika? Yeah? Yakub? Yeah? Boom. Make some noise for Malaika and Yakub, please. All right, hold fire. Okay, so it's like I said, it's an absolute honor to be here again and to be introducing and to be celebrating just this whole day. I hope you lot inspired, and we ain't even done yet. There's so much more to just go through, and I'm not gonna waste time. I'm just gonna introduce our next poet. So make some noise for Malaika one time, please. Boom. All right. Oh, center, come. This is good. All right, go, there you go. Nice.
My poem is a bit short, but let's just pretend it isn't.
Wait, use the mic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's called Pen Pals, and it's about a friendship I made. In celestial gardens where dreams entwine, 2 souls met, a union so divine. A mirrored essence, connection not curtailed. In celestial realms, a kindred soul unveiled.
I experienced this last year when a poet comes and they give us the EastEnders doof moments, right? Like we just want more, but they're like, that's what you're getting for now. If you want me, go book me for next year. Make some noise for Malaika one time, please. Right, to round up our poetry segment of 2023, make some noise for Yakub one time, please. Keep it going. Boom. Boom. Why are you so tall? Like, what's the situation? You know, eating your peas and all sorts. I'm like, what's the deal? And the deep voice as well.
So this poem is basically like just random words, and I wrote it with my friend, he's right there. So, in a world of whispers and vibrant hues, where dreams are born and passions infuse, I'll craft a poem woven just for you, a tapestry of words, both old and new. Amidst the stars that paint the night, a melody verses take flight. Each line a brushstroke, colors unfold, stories untold, waiting to be told. With ink and quill, my thoughts take flight to capture an essence of your shining light. For in your eyes, the universe dwells, a kaleidoscope of wonder and spells.
All right. Tall, and he's got a deeper voice than me. I ain't jealous at all. It's all good. One more time for Yakub, one time, please. You lot good? You enjoy that segment? Yeah? Please, a collective round of applause is happening. The first round, please make some noise for Penguin, Pearson, and Runnymede Trust, please. One time, please. And all of this happening, I'm going to roll through some names. So, we had Kaylin, Salma, Brittany, Evelyn, Raya, Paula, and just new, Malaika, Yakub. Make some noise for them one time, please. Our guests this year, make some noise for Priyanka. One time, big noise for Priyanka. Big noise for Jayda Fire. One time, please. The B to the R to the. Make some noise for Breis one time, please. Cool. Nice. Wait, is it 2 o'clock? Am I on the money? Yeah. Look at that. Am I proud? You're right, I'm proud. Very proud. What? Am I too? What do I do? Do I now do this for 2 minutes? Do you have a poem to read? So I think oh, yes. Oh, my God. Check you out. I'm wrapping up, so the minute I can hand over to the host and compare. Me? Oh. Ain't no freestyling here. He sees grey hairs. It means I'm old. I can't remember enough for nothing. All right, folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Yomi. Yeah, man, it's always awesome. It's awesome to host this segment of it. I see some familiar faces as well. Big up the Massive. What's going on? You good? See you all. And hopefully I'll see you next year. If not, you better keep this going. I'll tell you that much for sure. Make some noise for yourselves. Thank you for being so warm. Take care.